I don't think consumers differentiate between 85, 95 and 90. People only differentiate between 0 and 100.
At the top, there's only room for one, right?
I believe in India, 80% of celebrity usage in advertising that I see is not thought through.
Creating is easy. What to create is $1 million question.
Hi, you're listening to Marketing with Vani, in which I speak to marketing gurus. Together we decode how marketing works in the real world to grow your business. Have you ever noticed Nike never does a funny ad? In the next few minutes, Bobby explains why Nike doesn't do funny shit. And he narrates this little story of how a really funny script was presented to the CEO of Nike. And he fell over his chair laughing. And yet he said, isn't it a pity this ad is never going to be made? Because Nike doesn't do funny shit. Listen on and you'd know why Nike is Nike. Nike is inspirational. It doesn't do funny shit. Think about what you'd like your brand to be.
This is Chuck McBride, right? The famous guy who did a lot of famous work on Nike, then went on to do the Impossible is Nothing campaign for Adidas. Amazing creative director, creative himself. So he was telling me the story about he was working in One Kennedy, Portland. Chuck and I judged an award show together, and we were out drinking till the wee hours of the morning. And somewhere between the many drinks, he thought it's like he had like a great campaign idea, which was really funny for Nike. And he presented it to Dan Wyden. Dan laughed when he heard the scripts and all that. And Chuck thought he had sealed the deal. It's like you've got Dan's seal of approval in his laughter. And then there was silence. And then Dan says, hey, Chuck, that's really good work. Pity it's not ever going to run a Nike, right? And or something to that effect. He said, why? Nike doesn't do funny shit. We do inspirational stuff. And rarely do the two go in hand. And that's the thing of consistency, right? It's a lot of times people sort of mistake consistency in the sense of, oh, the logo should always be right and that the format should always be the same. That's the photocopy version of consistency, right? That, especially in today's always on or pretty much mostly engaged kind of world that we live in, if you do that, you're going to be boring, right? Consistency comes from your visual grammar and your tone.
Your visual grammar and the tone. You said consistency.
Yeah, and it comes from the values that you stand for. So you need to be guided by that. It's lazy people who resort to the straitjacket framework of format and all of that. It rarely ever works for a long time. Nike's done many different formats over the years. They've used many different lines before.
But you're right. I've never seen a funny piece of advertising from Nike. Nike doesn't make you laugh.
Yeah, it's that inspirational brand, right? The whole this thing is to inspire people to believe that if you have a body, you can be an athlete, right? Telling jokes just kind of gets in the way of that.
I hope you liked my show. And if you did, please do consider subscribing. I also have a YouTube channel by the same name, Marketing by Vani. Please do check that out too. Thank you. How badly could she screw up one line? Okay. So I did screw up. My YouTube channel is called Marketing with Vani, the same name as this podcast.